Property Source Radio. We are here until 10 o'clock with real estate and rental expert Pat Coyne, producer Alex with Property Source News, and our guest is Carm Santora. The 27th Annual Home Fair Expo 2011 is underway at Manette Hall at the Dome Center in Henrietta. And Carm, when we went to break, I wanted to find out about the seminar that you're hosting. It's one of the first ones today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we do it almost every year because it's actually the most popular. It's how to choose a contractor and what to look for in a contract. And it's usually my partner is always one of the representatives of the Attorney General's office. And like I mentioned, it is the most popular because there's so many scams and ripoffs in our area that he's there to answer these questions. And we bring samples of contracts, what they should look for. When you say, how do you choose a contractor, it's still a very difficult situation. We always push the 500 members that we have, but there's 10,000 in Monroe County, so there's a lot of contractors out there who scam people, believe me.
And you know your stuff as the executive director of the Better Contractors Bureau. Without giving away the gist of your seminar, give me a couple of highlights of what we'll find out today.
Well, the most important thing is the contract. A lot of these homeowners get paperwork that is, you wouldn't believe it. Some of these people sign contracts that are on a napkin practically, and then they'll call and complain afterwards and say, he told me he was going to guarantee this or whatever, or he told me he was going to give me something for free. And if it's not in writing, you're not going to get it. Believe me, these contractors know how to play the game. And coming in April, usually for 3-4 months, they all come from down south, South Carolina, Canada, and they just come here to scam people. So you got to look to make sure you got a proper contract. That's one of the first things.
Mm-hmm. That's when now we're coming into the season where the business picks up for the scamming coming in from out of state. So like we talked about last year, right?
So when this March is over with, you'll see them all flock here.
Oh, great.
We tried for registration and licensing for 20 years, and we still can't get it here.
Why not?
Well, it's a big political situation, and we fought hard for it. We couldn't get the licensing, so we tried for a registration. We couldn't get registration on the state level, so we tried on a county level, and we couldn't get it on the county level.
Who gets in the way of that happening? It just makes so much sense to be able to spot a scam artist ahead of time.
Well, it would help us tremendously because when people do come here, if they needed any kind of formal registration or licensing, at least we would know where they're from. We would know their license plates. We'd be able to at least track them. This way they come here, they don't have to register, they don't have to sign anything. Half of the time, if people need a permit for some larger project, they tell the homeowner to get it. 90% of them are not insured, which means they're a lot less as far as costs. So you might save on a job, but you're going to get ripped off in the end. And that's what hurts. And registration is all political.
You're basically going to kind of go over this at 11 o'clock today at that seminar.
Yes.
The gist of this stuff, so people are educated.
Safe to assume that if someone drives up to your house with a truck with an out-of-state plate, pretty good chance they're looking to scam you.
Well, I would say so. They're going to always have some leftover material or
no
something.
name on the side of the truck.
Either that or a magnetic sign that comes off the minute they turn the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to make common sense, but I'm sure there's some people who, come in, do my bathroom. You can do it today, get it done.
Yes.
Well, the unfortunate thing is that I don't care whether you're buying a car or a refrigerator or what it is. Everybody's looking for the best deal, and it's the same thing in contracting. The only thing is you're going to get ripped off a lot hard or easier. One of the problems we face is that when they do come from out of town, some of them bring their children with them, especially the so-called gypsies. And basically what happens is their kids ask to use the bathroom, and while you're outside talking to the contractor, those kids are in there stealing everything you could think of.
Yeah. Did you ever see that? That was on yours. I remember I was fascinated having Carm on the show talking about this a couple times last year because it's that stuff we saw on TV, and I'm sure you've seen the show. It was back in the 90s, I want to say it was aired on, Dateline or something like that, where the gypsies go out of state. They make tons of cash. They all live in this community in these big homes. And, they do these fancy balls and stuff for the children.
Brand new Cadillac trucks they have.
And they rip off us Rochesterians.
And they train the children right from when they're little kids.
How to do it.
It's just the next generation coming. Yeah. And that's why the seminar, we'll probably have a good portion of them will be seniors. Unfortunately, those are the ones that are
The most vulnerable.
Right.
Yeah.
It's interesting that there's laws like lemon laws for your car, and a car is a pretty high ticket item, and there isn't something for a contractor. I mean, that can be around the same price depending on the job that you're doing. You can buy a car for $11,000, and you can have a bathroom remodel for $11,000, and it surprises me that it's such a process to get some kind of legislation in place that will protect you from these people.
Well, we have 46 states that have licensing or registration, and we're one of the few that doesn't. And this year happened to be a year that we fought tooth and nail with one of the parties who's against it, and we just can't figure it out. But
so just 4 states don't have any regulations, and we're one of them.
And we're
one of the biggest states in the country.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
Wow.
I personally wrote a letter to our new governor asking him to maybe see if he can get involved.
Gee, you might talk to the lieutenant governor, too.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Hey,
true.
remember us?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that might be the next step. Maybe try it on a city level.
Oh, let's look at the positive side of things. When you do choose a contractor, and when you do hire someone to do work in your house, how can you tell right away that he's a good guy or a good company?
Well, I mean, we hate to blow our horn too much, but if you notice any of these stickers, logos, BCB logos on their truck, they all carry them. We registered all of our members when we couldn't get registration, so they all carry a membership card. But no matter whether they're a member or not, we tell people you're going to get at least 3 estimates, unless you've used a contractor in the past and he's always been really a good contractor. But you should check with us. We have 10,000 on our database. You don't have to be a member to be on the database, and we have a record on everybody, whether they have complaints, no complaints. Some have won major awards. We'll report that.
So it's a chance for you to brag about yourself.
Oh yeah,
and you do all the research, make sure that they can live up to their promises.
A lot of different organizations use our database to check up on these contractors, and we're going into our 37th year, and you'd be surprised how many people still say, "I didn't know the Better Contractors Bureau existed." Well,
Right.
Everybody hears of the Better Business Bureau, but technically there is none in Rochester.
Yeah, right.
So
Right.
it's hard, and one of our big advantages is I know maybe yourself and myself, I can't stand dialing a telephone and listening, press 1, press 2.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You're still calling our office and talking to actual people, and one big advantage we have is that we'll answer a technical question because you're not going to get that done through any other organization. If someone doesn't know about ice damming or problems, we'll get somebody right on the case.
Well, give me that phone number so we can get it out there for
It's
everyone.
585-338-3600. And they also can go to our website, which is www.the-bcb.net. And there's a lot of information on that, along with tips for seniors and all of our home show information.
THE-BCB.net. And that's probably the best place to go, unless you have specific questions, as you said, Carmen. Then you can call the Better Contractors Bureau at 338. I can't even read my own writing.
3600.
3600.
We also have a free consumer guide. If they're interested, we'll mail them out, or they can also see that on the website. But the book has all of the members listed by category, so roofing, siding, windows, doors, that type of thing.
Big issue these days, people wondering how to save money on energy. And I know you have a seminar for that today as well. 3:30?
Yeah, 3:30. We'll be doing. We get that's another popular one. NYSERDA is in the show every year, and they do the seminar on how to save energy in your home or apartment. But it's a good seminar, and that's usually packed too. And a lot of times they're giving away free light bulbs and things like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, do you provide little bags to grab all the freebies?
Just woke Steve up.
Free light bulbs. Squirrely ones? Yeah. Squirrely. What's the word I'm looking for?
Curly cute.
Curly cutes.
But it's a real good seminar because that's one of the things that people are doing. Everybody's changing those light bulbs.
Yeah, forced to. I mean, the companies are going to stop making them.
I did that. I moved from one house to another. I swear, this is
All
hilarious.
the light bulbs.
No, I'm not like Steve.
Get
Hold
on
on.
him. Yeah.
No, I had another. I had one house moved in. The day we moved in, movers are throwing stuff around. I looked in my kitchen. I stood in there and I counted 25 light bulbs on. I immediately panicked because the last house, I don't think I had 7 light bulbs in the whole house. So I immediately panicked, whipped up to Home Depot, and bought all the curly cues, to change them all out. And I spent $150 on light bulbs or some crazy number. And I don't even know if they worked, if I could prove it, because I never had a bill, to
And I'm going to tell you, we don't have one of the new light bulbs at all in our house. No, but I guess we're all mandated to do it by a certain date.
Yes, sooner or later you have to. The only thing I don't like about them is it takes so long for them to start getting brighter and brighter.
Oh, really? They're
Yeah.
progressive?
But
Yes.
they're going to.
I think they're getting better
They're
because
gonna
I've
get
got some
better.
that are pretty instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex, you strike me as the curly Q type light bulb person.
I have
I don't know
tons of
why.
them.
Yeah, do you?
Actually, almost all the light bulbs in my house are curly Q light bulbs.
Yeah, I do that too because I have kids, and you know what kids do? They don't turn the lights off.
Right.
I
And now
was
they're
gonna
making
say-
them for everything you could think of, spotlights and outdoor lights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
I just think it's cool. I know with my one daughter, I know she's got 5 light bulbs in her room, so I changed them all to 25 watters. So she doesn't know the difference. She turns them on and leaves them on, and I'm saving money.
A couple other popular seminars actually is the ice damming we were talking
Right.
about, and then the new tankless water heaters that everybody seems to be changing and getting into.
I honestly should go to that one because I'm fascinated by the product, but I want to know if it works. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know whether I'm a sucker or not, but every time there's something new coming out like that, I just put one in my house.
Yeah?
Okay.
And what it was is when I built my home, I had a big jacuzzi whirlpool tub.
Yep.
And I used to empty my whole 80-gallon water tank, and I still couldn't get enough hot water to be in it.
Oh.
So that was just an ornament. And when we put this tank in, now it's continuous,
Yep.
endless.
And you do have the longevity. In other words, if you're leaving it on 15 minutes, filling that tub, you got that power right there heating that water.
Yep.
And it works.
Water's instant and
Cool.
And there's never ending. So now we can finally use the whirlpool.
And it's more than just convenience, it's energy efficient.
Right. I mean,
cost efficient.
A little expensive, but in the long run, you're talking about a 10-year hot water tank against maybe a 30-year.
Yeah, that's true. Interesting.
And everything you want to know about tankless water heaters and energy audits is the seminar tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that'll be from the guys at Taylor Heating and Air Conditioning.
And if you have icicles, this is the place to come.
Heat damming.
Yep. the
Or, I mean,
the ice
excuse me, ice
damming.
damming. Yeah,
Wow.
I've got that this
I
year.
don't know too many people who don't have icicles this year.
I think that we've talked about that more in this show
Yeah.
this season than anything else.
Yeah.
Because I'm grumpy. That's why. Because it's winter.
What are the hours of the show, Carm?
Actually, today on Saturday, it's from 10 o'clock in the morning until 8 p.m. And like I mentioned, after 6 o'clock, everybody can come in for free. And then on Sunday, it's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And after 3 p.m., everybody gets in for free. The admission is $6 and $5 for seniors. And there's Wegmans sells discount tickets. And there's
Oh, cool.
Excellent.
Any
And
other
it's going
freebies
for
you
a
could?
good cause.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Any other freebies we're giving out over there, Carm, today?
well, there's a lot of freebies by the vendors, believe me.
Yeah.
It
Well,
seems to wake Steve up.
gets
I
me
don't know.
going.
And don't forget, all of your complaints today
Oh, yes.
are going to Pat Coyne at the Property Source Radio booth.
Oh,
Don't
my
forget to stop by.
Oh, my God, I
and
might-
tell him everything that's going wrong in your house.
I'll be crying in the fetal
See,
position.
all
I knew.
Pat thought he was going to do is go over there and sign autographs all
Right.
day and pose with pictures and
Pose,
all the
that's
stuff
right.
he wants to happen in his career.
in my mind.
Yeah.
Well, if they see a guy on a scooter, don't stop him.
No, yeah, that'll be you.
That'll be me.
And you'll have your hands full.
Right.
Hands
That's
full.
great.
It's still a labor of love for you, though. You said this is the 27th year.
27th year. Yeah.
Wow.
We've been, every year it's like almost having a nervous breakdown trying to put 300 exhibitors together. But it becomes fun when it's starting, and then you're looking at the weather and you're praying for that. And but it's still a labor of love.
Does it become a well-oiled machine over the years, or is it still real tedious? I mean,
No, well, it's tedious starting to put it together, but once it's running, the staff is tremendous, and everything goes just like you said, like a well-oiled machine.
Well, good.
Last year was unfortunate. My wife had broken both of her legs, and she's my right arm in our office. And this year she's back, so that was a killer for us.
yeah,
We
really
had one of
bad.
those woman problems with those pills that they were.
You have a scooter for her?
She should be on the scooter.
She
right?
should be.
Yeah.
Get off your scooter. Be the gentleman here.
Did you sue?
Well,
see.
technically we did. Yes, we did. Yeah.
Good.
27th Annual Home Fair Expo. It is began yesterday, runs today and tomorrow, and you won't miss out on the if you missed the topics yesterday. The How to Choose a Contractor with Carm Santora is also at 11 o'clock this morning, so you didn't miss it yesterday. Plenty of opportunities for you to ask questions about home improvement questions and more. It's a great event. Pat Coyne will be there today and tomorrow. Maybe I'll spin by.
That'd be nice to see you.
Bring my wife Julie. She's the one.
Bring
Did you meet Julie there, Carm? She's
Yeah.
probably has a zillion questions about because she's the decision maker when it comes to this stuff.
Well, the big thing this year is patio rooms, so maybe you can use them.
Cool. That's cool.
Make a note. We got to do a show on patio rooms.
Don't forget the free
Absolutely.
coffee.
Right. When we come back, I want to get an update. Remember last week our guest Mike Dana?
Yeah.
And his big new idea to save energy in your home?
That's
Power
right.
saver. Yeah.
We got to get an update on that.
Carmen,
All right.
Carmen's got one on in his home actually, so we can go get an update after the break.
Yeah, stick around then, Carm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It's Property Source Radio here till 10 on Sports Radio 950 ESPN.